I just have the insides. That's what being a homebody is having the insides. Hi, cozy friends. How are we this week? Cheers. Bloop. A couple things this time around, okay? Happy New Year. Happy 2024. I hope it's been kind to you so far. I hope the first week has been lovely and not too stressful, not too hard jumping back into work, if that's what you're doing, jumping back into school, if that's what you're doing, or just trying to grapple with time passing so quickly and the meaning of life and what that means for us as living beings on this floating rock in the universe. If that is your hurdle, your issue to deal with at the start of the year, I hope you're getting through it. And that's that. Happy New Year, you guys. I've loved growing with you, playing with you this past year, 2023. It's gone. It's already gone. It's gone. It's not coming back. And I'm so grateful. I'm genuinely so grateful that you guys are here watching, that some of y'all have been like binging it, that some of y'all have been here from the jump, from the start. Okay, I'm grateful for you, and I'm grateful for y'all just listening to me rant. In the beginning, you know, I was like, oh, you guys, here's my horsies, and here's okay, we're gonna go do this, and y'all sat through that, and now y'all sit through me talking about nonsense, yapping away about my life, my personal life, like it's, you know, like I'm the most important person ever. And then other times just listening to me have a full therapy session with y'all while we unpack our group traumas. I appreciate y'all sitting through all of that is my point. And I know that this is like kind of a ritual for y'all, for some of y'all. And I really like that. I like that each week for some of y'all, it's like, okay, we're going to sit down. We're going to watch this together. We're going to have our little chit chat session or a little FaceTime session. And I love that. But all of that aside, the most important thing about this playthrough is that we're about to round out our Cheetos mac and cheese. Did you expect that? Were you expecting that? Our Cheetos mac and cheese review. This is the last one, bold and cheesy. Okay, it's the last one we haven't tried. Now you may be saying, I thought we did a cheese one already. We did 4 cheese. So we did bacon, the bacon cheddar. We did jalapeno, definitely the best. And was there a 4th that we did? Flamin' Hot. We did Flamin' Hot. This one, like I said before, I do not have high hopes for this one. I feel like it's just gonna taste like nothing because the other ones that weren't spicy, didn't have the spicy kick, basically just didn't taste like anything. So, final taste test. This is the last one. Okay, interesting. I don't know if it's because I started cooking these differently, where like if you cook them as per the instructions, they will be very wet, and the I almost called it fuzz. The flavor fuzz will not cling to the noodles. It'll just kind of like sit in a puddle. So then it really doesn't taste like anything. So I started cooking them differently, where there's less water. So then like you're tasting more of the flavor fuzz. So I don't know if it's that, or I think this just actually has a decent flavor. I mean, I'm tasting things. Okay, I'm gonna give this, I'm gonna give it a 4 out of 5. I'm shocked. I'm more shocked than anyone else right now, okay? So I think the ranking went bacon because it just tasted like booty hole, and then 4 cheese because it didn't really taste like anything. I'm almost tempted to give 4 cheese another shot in the new wave of cooking, the new style, but I think it really just doesn't taste like anything because 4 cheese is supposed to be kind of like more subtle cheeses. So I think it's gonna stay down here. Bold and cheesy. I mean, it does say bold. It doesn't just say cheesy. It says bold and cheesy. Maybe it's not just generic cheese. I don't know. Flamin' Hot, and then on top, you already know it's jalapeno. I don't mind this, y'all. I'm gonna eat it, and then we're gonna get into it because we have a Saltburn discussion to get through. You know what? This might upset a lot of people, and it's a huge upset in the Cheetos mac and cheese universe. I think I might put bold and cheesy above Flamin' Hot. I think I might. Because remember Flamin' Hot, I was like, this slaps, but I also want to barf after. That doesn't make me want to barf. I don't feel barfy after that. I feel good. I feel fine. Feels like I just ate a bag of Cheetos. I don't know, y'all. Okay, so it might be jalapeno, bold and cheesy, Flamin' Hot, 4 cheese, bacon. I'm so glad that we could start the new year with Such an important task. Our wine's done, you guys. Our rapid fire paid off. Yes, our wine's done. Okay. I'm so excited. I think I'm going to do, no, I should do it first. I'm going to do it first thing in the morning so that next time it's also first thing in the morning. Let's go. Okay, putting these in my hand and I'm going. No, I need to just get rid of those. Why do I have those? They don't even yield anything good ever. They stay for now, but once I'm out of this place, you're toast. I'm trying to think of anything else that happened since last time. Thank y'all for listening to my venting / call in instead of call out. You know, we call people in rather than call out. But thank you for listening to that last week and for providing your thoughts and opinions and like your takes and stuff, because genuinely as a creator, I only have one view and it's not subjective. This community started after I was already a creator, if that makes sense. So like there's no world in which I am an objective party in viewing, you know, like any issues or things that come up in the community. So I always appreciate hearing from y'all and what y'all think as like community members rather than creators, or also as other creators, because I also heard from a lot of other creators who were like, yeah, dude, I saw that and I felt really shitty. And that like, it makes me not want to create content when I see stuff like that. And that makes me really upset and sad. But I really appreciate hearing all the perspectives, and that goes for any topic we talk about. Please always feel free to like weigh in and add your own perspective, even if it's not shared with mine. Like we do not have to agree, and I love to hear other perspectives. I don't always like to be in an echo chamber. Sometimes I do, and those are my safe spaces where, you know, on TikTok I like to be in an echo chamber where the only videos that come up on my feed are videos that I like, you know, politically agree with or things like that. But when it comes to like my community and the people that I'm putting out content to and like connecting with on a daily basis, I always want to hear other perspectives, because I feel like it just challenges you to be a bit. It challenges you to be a better person, and it challenges me to see my blind spots, like see things that I just like was not considering at all. And yeah, so I really appreciate it. Some people were like, hey, I agree with you, but also here's this point. And I'm like, I didn't think about that. Thank you so much for sharing. And other people were like, hey, I disagree with your take on that girl's video. And I'm like, you know what? Thank you for sharing. Here's my thoughts. And so a lot of people were like, I feel you. I feel like we need to not be so toxic in the community, or just not bring toxicity in it, because it usually is not toxic or any kind of drama or anything. And I agree with that. So I just wanted to round out that discussion and say thank you for listening, and thank you for adding your own thoughts and perspectives. And again, if like there's any topic that comes up where you're like, I don't know if Kennedy had that right, or like, I don't know if she got every point and I kind of want to add some other points that I feel like she missed and it would have made her point even better, please always share. And I also just feel like continuing conversations, like a lot of the comments you guys made, I was like, oh my God, that too. Like, I didn't think about the fact that it would make people feel like judged, you know, if other creators posted content. And I appreciated hearing that perspective, because now I can advocate better for other cozy gaming creators and things like that, you know? I don't know, especially when it comes to this community, I want to be like the best mama bear, the best advocate, because I am in a position of, I have a large platform in the context of this community. And so I feel like I can be a like voice of reason. I could be let me make sure. I don't know if I was kind of distracted. I could be a voice of reason, and I can be the person who's like, hey, let's cut this shit out. Like, let's cut this out. You stop. You keep doing that. You know what I mean? Like, and not that anyone should ever listen to me, but like, because of my platform, I have a certain responsibility to share my thoughts on how this community should move in a healthy, supportive way. So that my point is that I appreciate when y'all provide your perspectives, because it lets me do that even better and even more efficiently and with even more identities and just perspectives in mind. Thank you. Love you guys. Okay. I'm going to see if we can make any more kegs. I don't remember if we were waiting on oak resin or wort, but I'm going to put this last ancient fruit in here. Yes. Okay, so it's the 11th. Let's do the math. Oh, also now we can do somewhat kind of the math on the wine that we sell today. So that's two things I have to make note of. I need sticky notes. Here. Okay, so it's the 11th wine. Excuse me, my love. Is it 7 days? Oh my gosh, one of my mods, Erica, was like, I got a Stardew Slut cup from my like work Secret Santa, and I think that's the best thing I've ever heard of. It's on Etsy apparently. Stardew Slut mug. 7 days. Yeah. Okay. Wait, does this count as a day? Let's just say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So the 18th, and it's just birthdays that we don't need to worry about right now, I don't think. Wait, when was Elliot's? Oh, we missed Elliot's. Whoopsies. Okay. Are we still friends with everybody? Yes. Okay. Amazing. My wife, please move. Thank you. Okay. So we're just going to go through these. And we're going to talk about Saltburn. So, I don't know if Eddie has seen Saltburn, and I don't want to give any spoilers. So we're going to do a non-edited, quick review and thoughts on it. And I'm going to do a clap for when Eddie can stop editing, and I'll do a clap at the end when you can resume, and you can just keep that whole clip so you don't have to hear any spoilers. Okay, so my thoughts on Saltburn are, I think it had a lot of potential, but I think that it failed only in the character, I forget his name, but Barry's character, the one who does the bad things. I'm keeping it vague still because I don't know, maybe some people don't feel like skipping, and I don't want to give total spoilers, but Barry, who does the bad things. His character was so inconsistent, and I kept saying throughout the whole movie, as soon as we got the kind of idea that there was like a flip switch with him, I was like, this doesn't make any sense. Like, basically his character served as like a tool to move plot along that like the director wanted to move along. You know what I mean? Like, whoever wrote the script, directed, they were like, I want this crazy thing to happen. I want this like seemingly sweet boy to just be freaking insane and then just like murder everyone. And like, I think that's an amazing concept. I think that could have been pulled off so well. Only if they made his character make sense. And it just didn't. Like, all they needed to do was either have a little part at the beginning where there was kind of like a flicker of his crazy. Just give us a little flicker of his crazy where we know that he's putting on an act when he's like nice boy, shy boy. Because you're telling me he was nice boy, shy boy authentically, and then still like made this kind of conniving, crazy plan, and then flipped a switch to then all of a sudden be like this suave dude who like seduced the sister and like, you know, got up on what's his name at night and was just like, you know, dominant and did it. Like, we're supposed to believe he just became a different person overnight. So he either became a different person overnight or he was putting on an act when he was shy boy Barry before. So we needed to see and have a little hint that he was putting on an act, or it needed to be more clear in the like second half of the movie that it was a full on act. Or here's the other option. The writer is trying to say like he's kind of just a nuanced character and like maybe he kind of has two distinct personalities that come out and he was this kind of shy boy, but then he can kind of turn it on when he's like triggered. I just don't think that concept was shown well then. I don't know if y'all agree with me, but I just don't think that concept was shown well. I feel like they could have done something to either show like what specifically kind of triggered him to become this other kind of person, this confident, authoritative. Like the first time when I was like, what the fuck, where did this guy come from? Was when he like looked the mom up and down and was like, do, like said something flirty to her. I'm like, he would literally never do, like he would not be doing that. Are you kidding me? He would be like turning that on when he was trying to befriend old boy, Jason, Jacob, back in college. He would, that would be the charming persona he'd like flip on to try and become friends with him. Unless again, he was putting on a character because he knew that's what the Jacob character would want, then show us that he was putting on a character. You know what I mean? And then it's like he was so smart to like do all of these things and plan out all of these things, but then he couldn't avoid like going to his parents' house with Jacob. He couldn't avoid that. He couldn't find a single way to avoid that. Or like the way that he kind of like broke down after was so weird and wasn't in line with like the kind of, you see what I'm saying? Like his character just didn't totally make sense. And I feel like it could have been like a 5 out of 5 movie for me. I gotta go to bed. Wait, let me saw the rest of these things. It could have been a 5 out of 5 movie for me because I think everything else was so cool. I loved the ending. I loved the like craziness of it. I loved the like visual direction, the characters, the acting, like everything was really, really good. The like kind of even the like shock value, you know, shock factor things like the bathtub scene, I thought like said so much. But it was his character, like his character and the lack of like consistency or the lack of like really fleshing it out to make it make sense is what got me, because then his like motivations were crossed and it just didn't really make sense. And then even like his obsession with the Jacob character felt very confusing because the pacing of it was just weird. It was like all of a sudden they were friends and then the next thing we know he's like slurping his juices out of a tub. Like there needed to be some kind of like pining shown or just some kind of like lingering glances. Like just give me one single frame of a lingering glance that lets me know, oh, okay. Like, or a couple, something that shows like a little bit more obsession than all of a sudden friendship. And like even in the friendship you're kind of like, I feel like, you know, maybe he I feel like he likes him a little too much. And then the bathtub, it just goes from there to the bathtub scene. There needs to be this like pining. Like I feel like Call Me By Your Name does pining so well, and it's why it's one of my, even with all of the gross things about it, it's one of my favorite books and movies because it portrays pining so well, pining and yearning. And then like when you get to the point where he's like sniffing his shorts, you're not like, ugh! You're like, that makes sense. That man was obsessed with him, and I went through the whole journey, so I'm feeling this right now. I understand. Versus the bathtub scene, I was like, ugh, because it switched too quickly from like just normal to then putting this lens of like obsession on him when we weren't following that path with Barry's character. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? Frick, you guys! No, I forgot to look at the math. Okay, I think it was like 50,000. A cool 50,000. Oh, clap. Ow, clap. We're done with the Saltburn discussion. Eddie, if you have seen Saltburn, feel free to edit that. But if you haven't, I hope you watch it. I forgot to do the freaking math. I don't think it was exactly 50,000. You know what I can do? Okay, I'm going to cut off the recording. I'm going to look back at it and I'm going to see what it was, even though I can't look at the details of it. I'm just going to go see what the total was so that we get a rough estimate. Okay, BRB. It was 600,000, not 50,000, 600,000. And I didn't count how much wine that was, but 600,000, does that even make sense? Let me do some math. Let me do some quick maths real quick here. Basically, we need 4 million more divided by 600,000 is 6.6. So does that mean we need basically 7 more of those, right? We need 7 times 600,000 and then we'd get, yeah, like 4.2 million. Okay, so basically we need 7 more 7 days. And 7 more 7 days is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
6 hours later.
Spring 4. Let me write that down. Okay. If we keep on the schedule that we have, we can hit that in spring 4 as long as we have enough ancient fruit and yeah, and then we can even accelerate that if we have more kegs. So that's really not a lot of time. That's really not a lot of time. It's making me a little bit sad, actually. I don't really like that. Let me sort my inventory. Okay. I was talking to Ryan about how I feel like our education system needs an overhaul for many reasons because actual education is not being prioritized right now. It's just like in and out, like a freaking conveyor belt. But I personally think, and I feel like this is like the take. I'm saying it's a hot take, but it's really not because people have been saying this forever. But the people that have been saying it are like the like hooligans in school that you're like rolling your eyes at. But I have a different. But my reasoning for it's the right reasoning for it. Oh, I just need wood. Okay. My take is that I don't think we need advanced math in high school. I know. Everybody is like freaking out. Like, you sound like an idiot. I know. I used to be the person who would argue with people who were like, we don't need advanced math. And when do you use algebra in real life? What are we gonna solve for X and whatever? I used to like laugh at people that said that. But now, because our education system is so absolutely in a state of turmoil and just messed up, and iPad kids are becoming adults, and that's scary, and kids don't know how to read. If you're like, what are you talking about? Look up on TikTok and YouTube, because there's so many good like think piece video essays on it. Look up like kids don't know how to read. It's really truly terrifying. I don't know if it's like fear mongering, but just like dogpiling on Gen Alpha. Is it Gen Alpha? Young Zillennial. Ooh, young Gen Z, and then like older Gen Alpha. I'm gonna check on Ginger Island. But okay, my take is let's focus on things that are essential to like being a human being. And I feel like algebra 1 or like pre-algebra is like the extent to which you need to be a human being. Like that's all you need to be a human being in this world. Like you need to understand the concept of variables existing and solving for a variable just barely. Like I don't know, just barely. But I think having that knowledge and like geometry before that. I don't know if y'all took geometry after pre-algebra, but we took geometry before pre-algebra. But everything up until geometry, all of the math, very necessary just for like understanding. Even if you use calculators, you still have to like understand how to do it, like understand what to put in. But algebra, baby, trig, calculus, that's a specialty. Most people aren't using that. Okay, doctors, engineers, architects, that's a specialty. Learn it in college. Or like it's an elective in high school. If you know you want to be a whatever and you need to know those things, learn it in college. Make it an elective that people can elect to take. Do not make it required, because I feel like there are so many things that are more necessary than goddamn algebra. And I feel like reading comprehension, even like listening comprehension, media literacy, critical thinking, all of those things I feel like are a little bit falling by the wayside in response to just like kids not having attention spans, and then like teachers not being paid enough to care, honestly. Like teachers are like, this isn't my job and I don't get paid enough for this, and valid, they don't. So like in lieu of requirements that don't make sense, let's broaden the focus on things that like should just are required to be a human on this earth. Like, God, I don't know. You know how there's like TikToks about how media literacy is even worse with Gen Alpha and Gen Z than it is with like some boomers, or it's like almost identical. Like being able to call out when something's like a scam or something's... Is that a cat in my closet? Sheila says media literacy is important. Yeah, guys, I don't know. I'm curious to hear like what courses and just topics you think would be more important than advanced math. But I feel like there's like some other, I'm hating on math because I am not biased at all, was terrible at math, even though I was doing like AP calculus. I had no reason being in AP calculus. I hated math. Anyways, I hated math, but that's genuinely not it. I am somebody who can be objective, okay? I just really don't think that it should be, I don't know. I just think that our education systems are set up in a way that doesn't make sense. It doesn't make any sense. Bring back home ec in a way that's modernized and makes sense and teaches kids how to like, I don't know, not get into debt and like not make toxic fumes in the house, etc., etc., etc. Bring back classes like that as electives. You can make them electives or whatever, but bring them back. But mainly, I think there needs to be more of a focus on like reading and critical thinking. Mainly critical thinking. The critical thinking. Oh my God. And then especially the fact that like there's more and more people who are realizing college doesn't make sense. Like college is also a scam nowadays. And they're like, a lot of people aren't learning a lot. And they go to college and they're like cheating their way through, which like, I get it. Everyone's tired. Everyone's just trying to get through. Everyone's like, this college degree isn't helping me at all. I graduate and it doesn't help me get a job even. I still have to go get a master's. So why should I even care about this process? I understand that. But it used to be like, oh, you learn like advanced critical thinking in college. Let me go to sleep because animals. Because that's what you're paying for. And like, if you're smart enough to like go to college and get an advanced degree, then you learn critical thinking. And then it used to be that like those people can be the leaders and such because they've gone through the whatever. Now, a lot of college graduates still don't know critical thinking, haven't learned critical thinking. And there's people that haven't gone to college that are better at critical thinking because they did their own process, self-learning, etc. etc. to be able to learn critical thinking skills. So it's like, I don't know. It just feels like this like lawless land of terror and scaries when it comes to education. As somebody who's very much like the man is behind it. Not really, not in like that kind of way, but as somebody who's like the only person who benefits from the masses being uneducated is like people in power and like the 1%, and they can only continue to stay in power, and the people we don't want in power will only continue to stay in power because everybody else is just complacent because they haven't learned to critically think and analyze and criticize the people in power and the systems we live under. And imagine that just like exponentially as time goes forward. Imagine it would be a world of, I know I'm going into crazy realms here, but it would be a world of like very complacent, non-thinking human beings. And that's why we don't need math in high school. No, but that is truly why we should think about the fact that our education system is absolutely fucked. And I know everybody knows that. Everybody thinks about that already. But I think we ought to think about it more quickly. Think about it quickliest, because the kids are growing up in this system with social media and a system that's not teaching them anything about anything. And that's it. That's just my random, I don't know. Why did that come up? Oh, because I was doing calculator math. Yeah. Just me thoughts. Is anyone a teacher? Is anyone a teacher and like seeing the effects of this play out? Or is anybody a teacher and is like, yeah, I honestly, I don't understand why we teach certain things and I think we need to be teaching these things instead? Or you're like, no, actually, I think that we are teaching the right things, but that like XYZ is standing in the way instead. I'm curious. I want to hear it. Or if you're not a teacher and if you have a kid, or if you're neither and you're like, here's my thoughts. I want to hear it. I want to hear your thoughts. I want to hear your thoughts. Please, please. Sheila. He was sleeping in my closet all day. Not locked. It was only closed just now, but he was in there. I would go and check on him and be like, hey, Sheila. He was just sleeping in there all day. And now he's just laying on my walking pad. For some reason, the walking pad is his new favorite place to be. I think because it's slightly colder than like the rug. So he just likes to sit on that, and he's just cleaning himself right now on the walking pad. It's covered in his hair, if anyone was curious. I did not go get wood, did I? No, I didn't. Okay. Let's see. How many can I make if I do? I can make 8. Right? I can make 8, and that's more than I need, I think. Okay, I just need to go get wood. So I'm going to sleep now and get wood tomorrow. Just because it's raining and it's not my preferred environment, you guys. So that's my reasoning, if you were curious. I don't love to chop wood in the rain, personally. It's not my cup of tea. My babies. My babies. Hello, babies. Wait, I don't think I told y'all that I got a walking pad. I got a walking pad. It's for a like collab video with Cosplay, which is this company that I did another collab video with for Christmas decorations. But they have like just a lot of cute stuff, or just like good cheap home stuff. So I got like a little shoe rack that has an umbrella rack thingy that I'm gonna put outside, and then I got this like little table that like goes, you know, the tables that go like under your sofa or bed, and it kind of like comes over the top. I got one of those for this chair, or like just wherever. And then I got the walking pad because I think we did talk about this, but the like not beating yourself up over not being able to like do the things you expected yourself to be able to do. Like I didn't walk. I moved here and then I was like, I'm gonna walk outside because it's warm, and then I didn't because it was actually cold in the mornings, and I just didn't like. I just have the insides. I have the insides. That's what being a homebody is having the insides. Okay, from here on out, you're not a homebody, you just have the insides. So I just never did that, and then I like beat myself up about it and was like, ugh, just like walk, just walk. And then I wouldn't, and then I'd be like, okay, well, there's no solution here, but you won't walk, and that's kind of silly. And finally, I was like, okay, why don't I just, solve this? Why don't I work with what I have going on, which is me having the insides and not wanting to walk, and then we can actually start walking. Silly goose. Sometimes beating yourself up about something is truly your biggest like hurdle. Like once you stop being negative about something, or just like being defeatist about it, the solution will come very quickly. Because all I had, like That's all I had to do was just get a walking pad. But I was like, no, I should just be the kind of person who wants to walk outside. And it's like, you're not. Okay, so now what? That's fine. Let's accept that about ourselves. And now what? And then you so easily found the solution. Anyways, we already talked about this, but walking pad was the solution. And it has been so lovely so far. I am somebody who like picks up something for a little bit and I'm like, this changed my life, you guys. And then I like don't touch it again. We'll see. I don't know. We'll see. Because I did have the little exercise bike for years and that was like my inside activity when I didn't live in a nice place and didn't live anywhere near like a Pilates studio like I do now. And that was okay, but like it takes a little bit more effort and it's like you have to undo the bike and then you're like sitting there on a bike and it kind of hurts your butt and like there's like these moving elements to it versus a walking pad. So simple. You literally just hop on and I could just hop on while I'm watching something or just hop on while I'm listening to an audiobook or hop on while I'm like doing something and it's nice. That's it. If you've been considering a walking pad, I would just spring for it. I would do it. I'm the enabler here. I say do it. Oh, I gotta go chop trees. I don't know about the ones that... Pooh, where are you? Come on, Pooh. Come on. I don't know about the ones that are... What am I saying even, you guys? I'm so crazy. I don't know about the ones that are like supposed to go under your desk. This one technically could, but I don't feel like lifting I don't ever use my desk standing up, which is also something I need to think about in the future because I don't use this as a standing desk. So I don't really need a standing desk. It's just something I've learned about myself. But I love this desk. I just don't need it to be a standing desk. Like I almost wish they had a non-standing desk version of this desk. But yeah. Yeah, I never use this desk standing, so I wouldn't ever move this under the desk. And then I also feel like it's too much movement and too much like possibility of injury if you like use it while you're doing work and stuff. And that's also just not how my brain works, I think. I like to be doing activity while I'm like doing a like unwinding task, like watching YouTube or listening to an audiobook or something. But I know some people like to kind of two birds, one stone, do something productive like work and do something productive like working out. But I just can't I don't know. When I'm in like work mode, flow state, I don't want a distraction. I want to be like fully locked in. Otherwise, I think I would just get distracted. So that's me personally. But I also have spicy brain things. So if you too are spicy brain, I would consider that. Oh my gosh, y'all. Yesterday, Ryan and I were like, okay, we're going to have a completely lazy day. This just says a lot about both of us as people. But we're like, we're going to have a full lazy day. Like, we're not going to get out of bed kind of lazy day. We're just going to watch Married at First Sight all day in bed. We're going to have breakfast in bed and stay in bed all day. First day of the year, and it's gonna be a slow, lazy one, a little bed rot day, if you will. And first of all, that didn't happen because both of us are like cannot stand still. We're just like two people who are like, I have to do something productive, otherwise I'm literally gonna jump out of my skin. And it could be something like small, like I don't know, I put a dish away or something, but like we just can't sit, we can't do it. Like it makes us upset. I'll speak for myself. I know that Ryan feels the same way, but I'll speak for myself. It makes me upset. Like it makes my day worse if I actually have a full day. But I think having like we did it for half the day, but the other half of the day we both like split off and we're like, okay, I'm doing my own thing. And I was like just doing resets and like planning things and like doing work, not work, but like personal kind of planning, work and content planning, whatever. I was doing that for the rest of the day and then played a little bit. I did end the day with some Lethal Company with Alyssa. That was nice. And then I think Ryan was like working out and like doing some learning stuff. One of his goals was like learning more about like an interest of his, so he was doing some of that, and then he was playing Fortnite in the evening. So both of us like went and did our own thing, which I love and is why our relationship works. What was I saying? Oh, so okay, so we only had a lazy day for the like first half of the day, second half of the day, half of the day it wasn't. However, that is like my ideal lazy day, and I stand by that. As somebody who likes to do things, I stand by it, and I stand by it still being a lazy day, even if it was half of a lazy day, because truly I would have continued the laziness throughout the day if it behooved me, if I genuinely wanted that, but I didn't. Do we have these? I don't know. We have chicken mask. I don't think we have the turban, but I don't think I want the turban. Oh, I don't think we have the sombrero. Let's do that. Oh, I think we do. I feel like we put this sombrero on Pooh once. What is the sombrero? Hats, Stardew. Anyways, my point was I actually didn't really have a point. I was just laughing at the fact that we can't relax. But we did. But we can't relax for a whole day. The day started off with just chaos. Because we were laying in bed and Azula loves to like climb up on the windows on either side of the bed because she's just a silly girl who likes to look out and she likes to get her enrichment time. And usually Ryan will lift her up and she'll have an enrichment time in the window and just look at things. She doesn't actually really ever want to look at things. I think she just likes the attention. So when we're not available for enrichment time, she just will take it upon herself to try and climb the window and look out herself. And she was doing her usual climbing. She's always usually fine with the climbing. But when she was jumping back down off of my bedside table, the drawer was open a little bit. So she was literally mid-jump. I was watching this happen because I was like, Azula, be careful, just because cat, and she's clumsy. She's jumping off the bedside table, and as she's jumping, her foot gets caught in the little gap. Oh my God, it was so sad. Her foot gets caught in the gap, but she was already like fully propelling downwards in mid-jump. And so her foot, I don't even know what happened, but her foot just kind of like, her whole leg just kind of like got caught in this gap. And I think eventually she kind of like twisted out of it, but like the full force of her jump and then her leg, I was like, oh my God, she broke it. Like she must have, it's got to be broken. It's got to be dislocated. Like the force at which she jumped mixed with the way her leg was stuck in there, I was like, no, this is not good. And she immediately just like ran, and you just heard like, you know, the like hurt cat meow, like, we're like, Azula, we both hopped up and we're like, Azula. And Azula is Ryan's baby child, like baby. She is a papa's girl, like baby. And he obsesses over her. He was freaking out. He's like, Azula. And she was just kind of hiding. She wasn't under a bed or anything. She was hiding in a little nook area in the living room. So Ryan was like, we have to move to the living room. We can't stay in bed. We have to watch Azula. So we moved all of our rot day activities over to the living room so that we could be with Azula. And we were just like watching her every move. And she was fine. Now she's totally fine and like running around and stuff. But we were so scared. We were like trying to like touch it to see if like, is it broken? Is it swollen? Like we just kept monitoring her, and like she just slept for the whole day, and we were like watching her like, are you okay? And then she eventually like got up and was like kind of limping a little bit, like very soft on it. And then she was just climbing up the cat tree. She was just from bottom to top climbing up the cat tree, jumping off it. Like she was fine by the end of the day. She truly, I think, just loves the attention. Loves it. Yeah, that was our scary cat story. So scary. But she's fine. She was fine. I don't know. Ryan always just like like looking up like as many things as possible. I'm like, babe, we just have to wait it out. We just have to monitor her and see. And he's like, but what if like, we just have to see. Just calm down. Okay, let me see if I can make. Woo! Okay, we made 8. I'm gonna sell these things. I'm gonna sleep, and I'm gonna go put these in the shed. Oh, the sombrero is from earning $10 million, which means we've earned $10 million in total. Oh yeah, we've earned $13 million, baby. Hello. Yeah, we've earned 13, but we haven't kept 13. I tell you what, my goodness. In and out. Oh, a gentleman's hat. You get a gentleman's hat. It's like a tall top hat from, you purchase it in Cheese Casino. I see. Interesting. Wait, you can get a mushroom hat. 1% chance of obtaining when chopping down a mushroom tree. Insane, y'all. We gotta like up our luck all the way and then try and get one. I can do a blobfish mask. There's so many. Copper pan. You can just make the copper pan a hat. Oh, you can get the concerned ape. Wait, we have to do that. You can get the concerned ape head thing as a like mask. If you, after reaching 100% perfection, you interact with the monkey in the volcano caldera. We're doing that, you guys. Don't let me forget that. I probably will. Let's make another ostrich. Okay, so we have 9. So we can do a couple more. Yeah, we still need to access this one. So we can do one there because we can access that one from up there. Oh wait, we can still do a whole line here because we can access this whole line from here. So we can still do a whole line of kegs there, y'all. Oh my goodness gracious. And that only means we can do the same thing over here, right? Oh no, wait. Why? Why would this one be any different? Huh? Wait a darn second. What's going on here? Why is this one different? This is a big shed. Is this not also a big shed? No, that's a big shed, right? Yeah, because I could customize it. Wait, is it? You guys, I can't tell. Wait, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Why does that one look so much smaller? That's so funny. Okay. I don't know why. I don't know what somebody tell me what I'm doing differently. Why? How come with this one I can have, it seems like I can have 2. Oh, maybe they're the same width, but not the same length. Okay, let me check. Wait, let me check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 plus another 7 technically. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You guys, what am I missing? What am I missing? There's something fishy going on here, and I know it's because I just can't figure it out myself. But my goodness, what on earth? I'm actually genuinely so confused. I know somebody will figure out what I'm missing here. That is cuckoo crazy bananas. 18 truffles. Woo! I mean, I should put this darn hat on. Why don't I have a hat on? Silly goose. Was it because I had the skull hat on and then I got scared because I had it at my wedding? So I just took it off and I didn't put another hat back on ever. Probably. I'm going to go buy some grass for my babies. I'll be back. BRB poo. What is going on with those kegs? Oh, I was about to yell at him, but he trusts me. Honor system. Let's see what the saloon has cooking. Imagine being best friends with like 20 people in a town. Like, you're not just friendly with everyone, you're best friends with everybody in the town. Imagine that. What would that look like? They're eating it as I'm putting it down. You heathens. Monsters. God. Let it have some morning dew for one time in its life, at least. All right, y'all. It's going to be an early night for me. And we'll end it at 4 days today because I chatted so dang much. Thanks for listening, as always. I can't believe we're closer to 10 million than we are farther from it. I don't know how to word that, but you know what I mean. Okay, cozy corner time, cozy corner time, cozy corner time, cozy corner time. Woo! Okay, first we have Legolas with this adorable My Neighbor Totoro. Is it a book or is it a planner? It's a planner! It's so cute. I love it. Oh my god, I love it. That's so cute. Then we have Cozy with Kayla with this December 31st little flat lay. I just can't believe. I feel like September and October actually felt longer than I thought they would because fall usually flies by for me. But I feel like September and October felt long, and then November and December felt like literally a week each. They felt like a week each. Wild. Then we have Reading by the River with a little Kindle reading picture. It looks so cozy. I love it. Can I tell what book that is? No, I can't. Then we have Goldie Louise Games with Breath of the Wild. And they said, could you believe this is the first time I played Breath of the Wild? Yay, I hope you love it. I hope you love it. We have Nats. We have Nats doing a little planning. I love it. Some reflection rather. Nats is doing some reflection time. I love it. Oh my gosh. Okay, y'all are gonna have to just go watch this video. But Haley's Cozy Corner has a hobby room fridge restock, which is so cute. Like, such a good idea. Have a little fridge in here. I would totally copy you if my fridge was not 2 feet away from me in the kitchen right there. It just sounds like a fun idea to have a little fridge in here, but alas, I'll live vicariously through you. And then we have Dumping Kives with this really cute little setup picture. I love it. I love the little Davoom. And your vision board is so cute. I love it. One day at a time, period. Okay, this is the Cozy Friend of the Week. We have one. And it is Small Leaf. Small Leaf, I love you, Small Leaf. Small Leaf made this little my favorite influencers of the year 2023, and it's Torchy, it's Alyssa, it's Ryan, it's me, it's Ely, and it's Kat. So sweet. I love seeing us all up there as a family. That makes me so happy. So Small Leaf is the Cozy Friend of the Week. And I will see you guys next week. I feel like it's going to feel like a long time because I'm filming this on a Tuesday. So I'm going to be like, it's just been so long. And you guys are going to be like, girl. But I will see you next week. Have a lovely first, I guess it's already been the first week. Have a lovely second week of January. Take it slow. Don't get totally caught up in the goals and the resolutions and all of that. Like, be gentle with yourself. Don't strive for perfection. Just strive for progress. Okay. Time for me to go to sleep. I love you. Stay cozy. Bye.